Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Sashi from the KL Sky Clinic, and today we have another episode with the Sky Show, and with Mauri today again.
Hi,
from
everyone.
Tuesday with Mauri. And today we are going to be discussing about two main topics. The first one is quality of sperm, and also the other one is how high blood pressure can also affect men's fertility. Right? So without further ado, I think Mauri's got the questions, and what is the first question that you want to shoot out to me?
We can start already.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the first question, Dr. Shashi-Kumar. So, what causes poor quality sperm?
Okay, so most of our topics today, or the questions today, are going to be based on the same thing I'm going to tell. First thing first is lifestyle. So lifestyle is the main root cause, but also there could have been other causes as well, like infection, any other coexisting problems like cancer or diabetes or any other illnesses together with that can also cause poor sperm quality. But we have to understand there's two major things. One is if there is a sperm or there is no sperm. If it's something called azoospermia, where there's completely no sperm production at all. So the seminal fluid has no sperm, it's just seminal fluid. Alright, so there's no sperm inside. Or the second one is poor sperm quality, as we say. So there could be things like the difference, the sperm looks different. It is not like a normal sperm. The head can be big, the tail can be short, or it can be going around in circles, it's not swimming properly. So many defects with the sperm itself, or low sperm count. So there's no sperm count, poor quality of sperm, and then low sperm count as well. So these are the few differences that we can see when a patient comes with their semen analysis.
Sorry to interrupt you. I got a question always regarding the causes of poor quality sperm. You said that there is a chance even that there is zero.
Yeah.
It can be that genetic?
It could be genetic problem which causes the cells in the testicles which are not producing properly. It could be a tube which is stuck. That means it's kinked, or there is an obstruction, not stuck, it's an obstruction in the seminal vesicle. And that is the most simplest thing. You know, you just go for, there's a surgery that you can do and then unblock it and then it can come out. If there's a defect with the cells of the testis, which is producing, which is the Sartori cells, and if they can't produce the sperm, then it's going to be a problem. That is almost unreversible. Yeah. So poor quality of sperm, of course, going back to the issues that I said, which is like lifestyle and like diet and all those things can be corrected either through medication and also modification of the lifestyle. So that can be corrected, and we have done that here before. So that's not a problem.
This is a service that the KL Sky Clinic gives.
So we don't, the thing is, I don't do sperm analysis here, because when you do sperm analysis, you go to a lab and then you get it done within an hour, and it has to be immediately interpreted, because it's not like blood where you can keep it overnight and then send it to the lab and all this, because the longer you keep, the more sperm dies, and it won't be a proper analysis after that. So normally I'll tell them to go to a few labs, get the analysis done, and there's only few labs that I really like because they really analyze and tell you what kind of a defect your sperm has. So not all labs do that. So there's a few selected labs that I work with. I know them, and I just tell them to go there, the patients, and then they come back with the analysis, and then from then on I might put them on medications, minerals, depends how bad it is. And then we improve.
You just, doctor, you just anticipated the second question. So you went through of the causes of the bad quality or poor quality sperm. So once we understand what's the cause, how can we improve then the quality of the sperm?
So before that, people normally come here, and what I do is I'll do a blood test to see. You see, the triggers for most of our body processes comes from the brain, the master, and this is what I always tell. So I will check the pituitary function, and if that is okay, then I will send them for a sperm analysis, and then they can come back with the results, and then I will treat them accordingly. But if the problem is with the pituitary gland itself, which is not triggering the testicles to produce enough sperm, or if there is a low testosterone and all those, then I will try to correct them, and then ask them to go and do a sperm analysis before they come back with the results after that.
Oh, okay.
So the treatment depends. There could be a lot of, like people nowadays, they read up on Google, so they will eat zinc, they will take a lot of other things like tribulus, tongkat ali, and so many things. But the thing is, if you do not know where the problem is, then taking all these things might be a waste. So if the problem is from the brain itself, where there's not enough trigger from the pituitary gland, or to shut down of the pituitary gland, then we got to take a look and see what causes this shutdown. It could be prolactin, it could be high female estrogen hormones, so many things. So we treat according to the results which are seen after, and then we treat with the medications after that. Yeah.
So can we say that mainly is through medication the way that we can improve, or even through diet? Can you do that?
Of course.
Or is not enough?
But if the trigger is coming from the pituitary gland itself, then I would normally tell them, look, I'm going to give you something to improve that function, but also I would advise them on going for a healthy lifestyle choice. Like, most of the times when I say to Malaysians, the healthy lifestyle choice is basically trying to avoid processed food and also minimizing the intake of processed sugar. So if you do that, because as I've always said before, the number one enemy for testosterone is high sugar. So we try to reduce that, and also improving in your cardiac output and your physical activity will improve the need for the body to produce more testosterone, hence improving also the quality of the sperm.
I agree. In the last, I would say, 10 years, there is a lot of rumors about this ketogenic diet, but without getting to the diet itself, would you, as a doctor, can you state that a diet rich in healthy fats, could be avocados, it helps the production of testosterone?
Yes. So to produce testosterone and most major hormones in the body, your precursor has to be good cholesterol, high density lipoproteins, which are good fats, derived from MCTs, medium chain triglycerides, and also short chain triglycerides. Okay, and we will get that from coconut oil, we'll get that from ghee, we'll get that from avocados, we'll get that from almonds, we can even get them from palm oil, local products as well, local things as well. And of course, on top of all this, after you have, I'm not asking the person to go on a pure ketogenic diet. I do not advocate on someone going for a very advanced diet, even if you have not done anything simple. So the most simple, as again I would say, is the baby steps. So try to go reduce processed food, processed carbs, mainly white flour, which is mostly bread and your pastries and all those. Try to reduce all those. Improve on your lifestyle, improve on your activity, physical activity. Add these healthy fats, and then after that, if you're taking your zinc, you're taking your selenium, if you're taking your irons, if you're taking your tongkat ali, tribulus, maca, whatever, that will add on. Those things will enhance this lifestyle. They won't be able to correct your bad lifestyle and improve.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said. Thank you, doctor. You just opened and you, because with supplementation, I'm pro supplements, while they are good quality.
Yes.
And you gotta know the timing and
Yes.
how to get them, because sometimes people, they tend to, especially right now because of everybody's in a hurry, to eat crap food, and then they take supplements, thinking that it's gonna change.
Yeah.
Supplementation, it just supplements a good diet.
Supplements a good diet. The word's already there. Well said, Mauri. It supplements your lifestyle. It is not something which is going to. You can't fix a bad diet with supplements. As simple as that.
Well said, doctor. So, the third question was, how do you treat poor sperm quality? But I think you
we have already.
you went through.
Depends. Yeah, sorry you had to spoil the question.
He reads my mind, the guy. Reads my mind. Okay, now we're gonna go into a very, very big topic. Actually, I know that you are quite passionate about this. Is what is the main cause of high blood pressure?
I think in this time period, I would say that stressful lifestyle. See, there's a connection where when you are constantly stressed out and your body is going to be always on a natural cortisol, which is produced by your adrenal glands. And when this is produced, normally when does your body produce cortisol? It is only produced when you are in stress. What kind of stress? Physical stress? Yes. It could be also emotional stress. It could be when you are having a fever, when you are sick. It's a natural anti-inflammatory response in your body to produce cortisol. But what happens is, when you are constantly going through something which is stressing you out and your body is producing cortisol on a high rate and constantly there, your body goes through a phase where you're going to have high sugar level in your body. Your response towards insulin is going to be poorer. You are going to have poorer muscles. Sex hormones are going to go down when your stress hormones are up, your cortisol is up. And all this causes a lot of effect into your nitric oxide dump, which is your natural ability of your body to produce nitric oxide to allow your blood vessels and your muscles to expand and allow more blood flow to come in. Now, when your body is under stress, these things get shut down. So many things get shut down. So that's one thing. Stress can be also induced by poor diet. That's the other thing. Okay, so I remember people when I was younger used to tell that, oh, you're taking too much of salt, you're going to get high blood pressure and stuff like that. Well, not exactly like that. It's actually a combination of high salt and high sugar foods, which is going to put your organs into a very high stress mode, especially fast food and stuff like that. So when you're taking this kind of things, your body is going to a stress mode and you are not someone who's receptive towards the changes in your body. So then, slowly but surely, this is going to happen. And also another major thing which is lacking in most people is magnesium. Lack or reduction in the magnesium levels in our food. Even naturally produced foods these days contain less magnesium. Why? Because our soil has lesser magnesium than what it used to have. So we get all our nutrition from the plants and animals and all those. It all comes from the earth. So when we have lesser of this, and you get lesser of this in the food, and the other thing is when you have processed food, most of your good vitamins, minerals and all these are going to go out. All right, so and a stressful life with your high cortisol and stuff like that. So it's a combination of both. So poor food, high stress, sedentary lifestyle and all this is going to cause your body to go into a phase of pressure, increased pressure. So and your nitric oxide dump, as I said, the nitric oxide is something which is reduces your blood pressure naturally in your body. So when this cycle is not going to take place in your system, your blood pressure levels are going to go up slowly. Okay, and there's also the other thing where your arteries are going to be probably clogged. All right, and when all this happens, I always tell them the system of the pipe and the pump. So the pump has to work harder in order to supply the fluid or the blood or the water, whatever it is, to this end organ. And now when you have a narrow pipe and your pump is overworked, and that's a dangerous combination. And of course, people with this, are going to face something called erectile dysfunction. So as I always said before, erectile dysfunction is not a disease, it's a symptom to show that your heart is actually not functioning properly. Because the second most important artery in your body is your penile artery. And for women, it could also cause low libido. So women think, I'm not affected. No, yes, it does. So there's not going to be good normal libido. You're going to have low sex drive. So for men, it's going to be erectile dysfunction. Okay, and this was actually classified by the American Heart Association back in 2003, I think I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, doctor. So then how to deal with the low blood pressure?
The most simplest thing that we can do is to take supplements. Again, supplements. It comes after the modification of lifestyle. Any doctor, before they start medications for a patient on high blood pressure, they have to know that most books, medical books, will tell you the first thing that they have to do is lifestyle modification. But I don't see that happening a lot, because it's easier just to pop a pill and then solve your problems. But there's so many ways that your blood pressure can be controlled. But understand this, there's no shortcuts to this. There are going to be some side effects later in life. And of course, there's not going to be enough studies to show what side effects on a long-term study and stuff. But we can never know. But the best thing you can still do is to allow your body to naturally repair itself, which is good sleep, good food, exercise. Simple stuff. You don't need to buy anything.
We always go back
to the basics. And when I say good food, of course you're going to be like, can't I eat this? Can I eat my basics? Yes, you can. Not every day. Don't stress yourself out by not eating stuff that you like. Of course, I want you to eat stuff that you like and make your body relax and stuff like that. We are in an age where if we are looking at things that we want to eat, and we are craving for stuff, go ahead, do it, but don't eat the whole cake by itself. Have a small moderate portion. So that's what we always advocate for. You want to have a slice of your evening tea, biscuits and all this, go ahead, you can, but then again, you don't make that like your first meal, or you don't make that your main meal. You can have that, but with moderation. So again, going back to the basics, you want to allow your body to naturally heal itself. It has the capability to do that. So, and then maybe supplementations like arginine, citrulline, magnesium. All these things are something which can kickstart the body's process of doing something called nitric oxide dump, where your nitric oxide function comes back to normal again. That being said, going back to the first thing, lifestyle. Okay.
Okay, well, I think for today's episode, Doctor, we went through how to recognize when we have a poor quality sperm, how to treat it, and then we went to just now into the once we suffer about high blood pressure.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you again.
Hey, thank you.
To be part of the show. I suggest that any question, leave the comments on the caption below. If you want us to talk to a particular topic, just write it down, and we're gonna do the best with Dr. Shashi Kumar to go through it. And thank you again.
Thank you.
And I'll see you in the next episode.
Sure. You can watch this in our Sky Clinic page, and also Tuesday with Mauri on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. So leave your comments, questions that you want us to discuss about. All right?
Thank you.
See you guys.